Hello, 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 Internet land. Welcome back to another episode of the Tavern Talk. Hi, how's everybody doing? As per usual, my name is DJ. Slinging some drinks over there is Brendan.
It's a goodie.
And next to me, also thirsty for some content, a.k.a.
I could use a drink and help out with this neck brace.
And speaking from the ethereal realm is Mando.
I could also use a drink. It would help with this whole work thing.
I'm going to be doing a lot of that tonight. Divorce party! Not my divorce.
Divorce party!
DJ's divorce party.
I have to be married first.
We have a title of the fucking Tavern Talk. Let's go.
DJ gets a divorce. Now on to Concord. No, but but one of the things we definitely want to talk about, like the gaming space, the movie space, the news space that's been happening. Because a lot has happened in the last. When was the last time we did one of these? Like a month ago?
Exactly 1 month.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm a time lord.
Also, hold up. We should address the fact that there's a ghost at the bar.
A ghost at the bar?
For our visual listener, our visual listeners, that was the dumbest thing I've said today.
Yes, our visual listeners.
Where the fuck that voice come from? Are you dead?
No, he's just in the ethereal realm, dude.
Coming to you live from his work's parking lot, because that's the kind of production we aim for.
He's like, I got Arby's in my lap right now, and I'm here for you people.
This motherfucker is in this recording in his freaking car in his parking lot. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we just want to talk about. We're going to start off light and talk about the gaming space and how like the success of certain things, the unsuccess of others. Like, it's. We want to talk about this. What do you know? You give me the finger. Good lad. Anyway, Concord. We finally have had time to actually sit down and record with each other, and we want to start shilling out some of our opinions on some of these games that came out and died before we had a chance to talk about them. Concord being one of them. Brandon,
isn't that a PlayStation game?
Yes,
it was a PlayStation. It was a PlayStation game. You're the one that discovered the total price first. You want to tell the audience how much that game fucking cost to make?
Well, this is also still rumor, but at first it was 100 million, but then more reports and leaks came out, and it's looking like it was close to 400 million.
Yeah.
That is still the most accurate, up-to-date information. I'm fact-checking you right now. That is insane.
Insane.
What?
If it's fucking true, no wonder why the PS5 Pro is $700.
Yeah, they need to earn. They need to get some of that money
back.
Earn
that back.
Well, that ain't gonna work either.
$400 million to make a game, to spend $400 million, and then over the year, like this was years in the making.
Who do they have in charge of development? Dr. Evil? What the fuck?
Bro, and that's not even the worst part. That's not even the worst part. That's not even the worst part. 8 years of development, on top of which they also had plans of like some sort of animated, like episodic series with it,
like Arcane.
Yeah, like Arcane, but something around there. Yeah, and their own like little in-game like yearly like content. It was gonna be live service, obviously, and apparently they had like a year or shit in the pipeline. All gone. Just like that.
Well, yeah, because it was the most DOA title I've ever seen. People talk shit about 76. People talk shit about Cyberpunk. This thing had a peak player count of triple digits. Triple digits.
Yeah, it didn't go past like 700, I think.
Yeah, it didn't hit 1,000, bro.
Yeah.
What AAA title has ever hit less than 1,000 in anywhere near launch?
Redfall had more.
Redfall
had more. That's saying something.
I totally forgot about Redfall because I still technically have it installed on my PC, but then they refunded me the game, and I was wondering why randomly I have Steam points in my wallet. I'm like, wait, where did this come from? Oh yeah, Redfall. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I didn't
did they completely get rid of Redfall?
No, it's still there. You can still buy it. But yeah, they're still updating it. Surprisingly.
But dude, I didn't even know. I didn't even know Concord was a thing. I just the real talk. This is how I discovered Concord. I was watching a Moisture Critical stream, and he started randomly playing, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this game?" For those that don't know what Concord is, because in case you don't know, it was another hero shooter. You know, it was supposed to rival the Marvel Rivals or your Overwatches, and it was just horrible. The gameplay, the gunplay was atrocious. The color palette that they used to make the maps, awful. The map building, abhorrent.
There was nothing character design was shit. Like, oh my god.
This is I don't care if you call me a degenerate. I don't care what you guys say. The fact that you can go to roll34.com and there is 0 entries on Concord is the funniest thing I think I've ever heard in my life. Not a single artist said, "Nope, I want anything to do with that."
Bro, if you the character design was awful. You have professional artists going in and redesigning them and that making them look so much better than what the game was. And who greenlight all this?
Here's the fun part. This game had a shelf life of 10 days before it was gone.
Bro,
it didn't even make 2 weeks.
It was a shock when Lawbreakers shut down after a year. I don't think any game is going to beat this amount of time on the shelf. Like, I think it was in total 11 days.
Well, I mean, yeah. Oh, how do I say this politely? It felt like a cheap Destiny bootleg made by people who had no idea how to design games.
Yeah, it was like Destiny bootleg that tried to make it Overwatch.
But it didn't have the feel of Overwatch. I maybe I'm the wrong person to ask, but because I know the people who worked on Destiny also worked on this. A part of the team, not all of them.
Yeah,
it lights me on fire. It felt like they just carbon copied the bones of it, just stuck it in there. Like, no one will notice.
There was a lot of animations I saw that looked directly out of Destiny. And I'm like, you can tell these people were the ones that worked on Destiny because it shows.
Mm-hmm. And again, I can appreciate the fact that an attempt was made, but this is the umpteenth time in this year alone that Sony has fumbled the bag on something.
The only win they've had this year is an Astrobot.
And even then, I don't really care.
Yeah.
I don't
know.
Wukong do well?
Yeah, but that's not a Sony exclusive. That's not a Sony. That's not even Sony third party. It's literally just let's put your game on our console for a period of time before Xbox or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, they get first dibs.
Which is going to be going to Xbox eventually.
But that was going to be the other thing that I wanted to bring up is, do you think maybe this could have had a better outcome if Sony opened it up to PC/Xbox players?
PC had access to it.
PC, I looked for it while it was still alive, and I couldn't find it.
Because they took it off the store pretty fucking quickly. On Steam alone, that's where the numbers that we were bringing up was. On Steam, it didn't go past 1,000 players. It was all-time peak 700.
And keep in mind, there were several streamers who were paid to promote this game.
Oh yeah.
You're paid to promote this game, and it's you can't even salvage this.
Yeah, we can't even bully our chat into trying this game.
I even said I'll give them free copies, and they went, "Yeah, nah, you can take that back."
Nah, we want to watch you suffer.
That just reminds me of early days of when Master Chief Collection first came out, and it was awful. And then whatever you bought at GameStop, it came with a free copy of MCC, and I'm like, I already have 25 copies. I want to sell them back to you, but they're worthless.
Exactly. Just good old gaming, not gaming, corporate decision making.
Yes.
Yes.
But now a game that is actually starting to thrive, it has some success, and this is where I want to get Mando's take. Space Marine 2. How you been liking Space Marine, my friend?
It is fun. It feels good to, slaughter hordes and hordes of Tyranids in a group. I feel like the customization's a little lacking for the base game, but I think with future updates they'll probably add more into it. But other than that, the gameplay's pretty smooth. Absolutely stunning to look at. All the visuals, all the environments that they have. It really makes you feel power. That game makes you feel powerful. But those mission times are long. It's like an hour per mission, man. Holy. God damn.
What are you like, freeing a third world country?
And
how long missions?
Yeah, dude, these missions take forever.
Dude, we could be in a Destiny raid in 20 minutes.
We finished Hell Dives faster than that.
Fair.
These missions they're long missions. And it definitely focuses a lot on the slicing and dicing melee combat. So if you suck at melee combat, don't play the game, honestly.
I can't see you, but I imagine you doing the ancient aliens hands when you said long missions.
Long missions.
No, but it was brought up earlier, even though we haven't played it yet. Wait, Brent, have you watched anything Black Myth Wukong?
No, honestly, it feels like it would be a game I'd be interested in, but I don't know. It just hasn't caught my attention. I hear it's good, but I don't know.
Because I definitely want to try my hand at it. Because for some reason, there's a battle of people saying it's a Souls-like, and other people saying it's not a Souls-like. It's just an action RPG.
Every game I play now, unless it's a Bioware or Bethesda RPG, has an element of Dark Souls in it.
Well, because the Souls-like game is one of the, if not, at least in my opinion, the ultimate challenge game for gamers. Of like, okay, you need to know what the fuck you're doing.
If we're talking
to be Souls-like, and this is coming from a person who can't win a Souls-like game to save his fucking life without Brandon and one other person backpacking him through the entirety of Dark Souls 3. Not talking about me.
Hello.
Yeah. I mean, hell, just think about it like this: PC alone, and this is a huge amount of players that are now moving to PC. PC has gone huge, and it is the leading platform in terms of sales on anything Souls-like, anything.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of developers are trying to put their hand in there and see how much they can get from it. There have been good, there have been bad ones, but Black Myth Wukong, it's a good game. I don't think I'll ever play it. I don't know. That and Space Marine.
I haven't heard anything negative.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything negative
about it.
That game and Space Marine, I'm hesitant to get, mostly because I don't know if my PC can handle it.
They are incredibly demanding. I will give you that.
Yeah.
Also, for anybody that does get Space Marine, play it in German. It'll make it so much more enjoyable.
This man lost his mind when he found out that he could change the audio type, and he was just like, I can play this in German? What?
Oh my gosh, bro. It is so great.
For the next 45 minutes, it's just this man laughing maniacally like a fucking superhero villain. I'm like, he sounds like he's having the time of his life right now.
It was funny.
I kind of want to see why.
It was funny.
I'm having a great time.
I saw when he was screen sharing that it was funny.
Well, Brandon, it's funny enough that you actually mentioned a PC being the way. By the way, you don't.
It knows the way.
You definitely should get a PC because we all chimed in on this when it first came out. The PS5 Pro.
My God.
Hey, another fumble from Sony.
The most shameless cash grab in recent history.
Shameless.
Can't see it, but I'm hitting my head on my car.
Just hear the horn.
Is somebody's alarm going off? No, I'm pissed.
What's funny is that the PS1 like edition of it sold more than the Pro.
Because now that's nostalgia kicking in, but still,
yeah, but like it's still shameless cash grab. No disc drive, no stand. You have to buy all that separately, and it's still $700,
which is horse.
$700
has
just
no maidens.
Maidenless console.
Yeah.
Maidenless behavior.
It's a maidenless console.
No disc port, not a one. Couldn't find it anywhere.
Nope.
Plus,
no maidens around here. I said, hey, give me a console with maidens. They gave me this. I don't know what this is.
On top of which, you still had to do the whole monthly subscription thing. And the price of video games going up. Like, bro, why would I buy that?
It's getting so expensive to own a console anymore. Like, because technology is making PC parts cheaper and more accessible. The knowledge of how to build them is cheaper. Pre-mades are cheaper. Why the fuck would you get a console that you have to buy accessories for just to have the standard gaming experience anymore? Like, it doesn't add up at all.
In 1 year...
Go
ahead, man.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, in 1 year, with all the expenses that you would spend on like games, yearly subscription, the console itself, accessories, like if you want the disc drive, if you want the stand, all that bullshit, you might as well just buy a PC and get more out of it.
Well, it's okay. So let's say you spend the $700, you get the 2 accessories, that brings you to $150 extra. So you're at $850. You buy an extra controller because maybe you want to play with 2 people, and your subscription.
You don't want to be lonely.
You're at almost $1,000 owning the new PS7 Pro.
Not to mention,
you can build a bitchin' PC for that.
Not to mention,
I was about to say, how much are PS5 controllers? They're like what, $100?
I would say 30, like 60.
They're like 30 to 50. They're like 30 to 50. It's a standard.
I don't know. Yeah,
standard. The PlayStation controller design has not changed since the fucking 90s. All right. The fucking controller can be bought off Amazon for $30.
Would you say it's running the 90s?
I hate you.
Oh, I'm listening to that song right now. Fuck you.
I mean, as it is, people have put together on like PC Builder and Part Picker and all that a PC that would perform better than the Pro at around like maybe $50 more of the price.
That's fucking crazy. Like, that is genuinely insane.
But yeah, so let's go back and do some math here. So now that I got it, so you buy the thing, you buy the stand, you buy the disc drive, you get an so you're at $850.
Wait, you have to buy a disc drive?
Yeah. Yeah, it does not have it installed.
What kind of fuck off console is this? You have to buy a disc drive?
Yeah. Because fuck you.
Dude, he's about to laugh himself into an asthma attack.
I'm laughing because Sony's going to have to file for bankruptcy eventually.
Oh, no, this is the same people who who made you buy wireless headphones, then buy the wire afterwards.
That's Apple, dude. That was
that's what I said. That was Apple.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so $850 for just the console, the stand, and the disc drive. An extra $50 for an extra controller in case you have a maiden who wants to play games with you. You're now up to $900. Now you got to buy a game.
If you have the PS5 Pro, you don't have a maiden.
But,
can't afford one.
But then now with retail prices for AAA games going up $10, now you're paying $70 instead of $50 or $60. You're at just under $1,000 to have a console, a controller, and a game.
What about if you buy a yearly subscription to PS Plus?
How much is a yearly subscription to PS Plus? Because I don't have a yearly subscription to PS Plus.
Probably like $100.
I'm on it.
Probably like 80, 100 maybe.
Come on, DJ Desktop.
DJ Desktop, let's go.
Jamie, bring that up for us.
Hey, Jamie.
Thank you.
All right, PS Plus price, premium. No, I don't want the 3-month free package. I'm just looking at the price. I'm positive I don't want the 3-month free package. Fuck off.
Are you sure?
I don't care.
Oh my god.
Hookers.
Oh my god! The 12-month is insane, guys.
What is it?
What is it?
What is it?
PS Plus Premium for 12 months is $159.99.
Woo, baby!
My entire dick.
Nah.
Okay, so you think you might get a cheaper rate if you get a shorter plan? This shit, if you only pay by month, is $20.
Nope.
And that's $20 a month.
That comes out to $240 a year.
Yeah.
At least with Xbox, theirs was $10 a month or $60 a year. So I can sacrifice $10 a month. Granted, I cancel all my subscriptions, thankfully. But so where you're at just to play on the new console, just to play on it, it's over $1,000 fucking dollars.
Meanwhile, you can build a PC with pretty bitchin' parts for $1,000.
Yeah.
And I'm talking monitor, keyboard, everything.
Yeah. No subscription. Thank you, Steam. Fucking do anything. Do anything you want on it, because it's not just restricted to playing games or watching YouTube on it. You can do whatever the fuck you want. It's like, why? Why go through all that trouble just to maybe replace it in like 4 or 5 years when the PS6 comes out?
I was just about to bring that up. There's also the fact that every couple of years they're going to shaft you again by saying, the console that you just bought that we said is going to be the end all be all? Well, it's not. We made a better one, and you need to get it if you want to keep playing online. Because I still remember when they made the Xbox One X, it was just like, this was Project Scorpio, it's going to be a self-updating Xbox, and you won't need to buy another Xbox for quite some time. 2 years later, Series S and Series X comes out, and you need to get these if you want to continue playing, because these are new-gen consoles, and we're going to deny access to online if you're on old-gen.
And guess what? Some of your last-gen games are now enhanced with the new-gen. That was the big selling point.
Depending on how far back they go for those old-gen games, that might be a good selling point.
And that's why
they don't go far back enough.
No.
They probably don't.
You can get a budget build for like maybe $500 that'll do just fucking fine for PCs. The graphics won't be too fucking crazy, but you don't need to do a 48. You don't need to have a 4080 to make the graphics look pretty. Okay, no. It's fine.
Yeah, most games, even if I go above maybe sometimes 160 to 200 FPS, I'll put them on like medium to low just for the performance. It's just how it is.
It's just absolute lunacy on Sony's end, and it just seems like it's not gonna fucking stop. Because once again, instead of listening to their gamers and what they want, which is remastered Bloodborne, they gave us Until Dawn again.
No. They're giving us Horizon Zero Dawn again.
Yeah, and
that did so well the first time.
It's being recommended to me.
There's already a PC version that looks way better than the PlayStation one, and there's a bunch of mods to even make it look better than it did already. Now, you're going to put out another version, quote-unquote remastered version for a game that's probably like, what, I forget, like 5, 6 years old? I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. A game that's not even that fucking old, and you're just going to remaster that.
They're giving it
asking you for Bloodborne.
They're giving it the Last of Us treatment.
So basically, kick a dead horse and bleed it dry.
Yeah, this game does not need to be remastered at all. And putting out another version on the PC of the same game, I wonder what they're gonna do. Are they gonna get rid of the first PC version and just be like, hey, you gotta buy the other one?
Because at least with Last of Us, they were like, yeah, we remade Last of Us, but it's also going to be it's gonna be bundled with a brand new console. With this, it's just like, okay, you're just remaking a game that's not even that fucking old for the sake of remaking it.
Brother, I think they've remade The Last of Us like 3 times or 4. I don't remember how many times.
Last of Us 1 was remade 3 times. Last of Us 2, I don't think they remade it, but they reworked it, and it's still just.
Yeah. So, yeah. They do a lot of remakes and remasters. That's what they're doing. That's their strategy right now.
Sony is so lucky that they have some deep fucking pockets, dude, because, like, some of the shit that they've come up with, I'm like, how?
They got PS2 money, bro.
like making their own award show so they can beat Gate in one category.
Oh,
yeah. We're
yeah.
tired of being bullied. We made our own award.
We want to give Spider-Man an award.
They're gonna give it the
Fucking
PlayStation
Kratos.
Game of the Year
It doesn't
award.
count, Sony.
It
All
really
admitted.
don't. That game
It
wasn't.
really
That
don't.
game wasn't even that good though. The first one was better.
Damn, he said it. He said the thing.
Yeah, I played the first one. I have it. It's good. I had a lot of fun on it, and the second one does not look good at all. I'm gonna say it.
Oh man, if Sony wanted to win me back, they need to make a new Twisted Metal entry.
They need to remake Gauntlet.
They didn't remake
Okay,
Jack and
Bring me back.
Dexter.
I need another Jack and Dexter.
Yeah, Jack and Dexter.
I don't want them to try. They'll take.
You know what? You know what really drove me insane when the CEO said that they don't have a huge catalog of IPs that they can fall back on.
Oh my god!
That I was like, no.
I'm walking around my office right now, Brandon. You just set me the fuck off.
I was like, no fucking way. You just said this. You're high.
Oh, wait. You don't have enough IPs like Cooper, Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot,
Not Spyro
Ratchet
anymore.
Clank, Jack and Daxter.
I'm doing the Escobar meme in my office because hearing that they canceled Infamous 3, Killzone 3, and all these other really cool titles to make Dustborn the biggest piece of shit in recent history.
They canceled like two other multiplayer titles. They canceled The Last of Us multiplayer and Spider-Man multiplayer game for Concord.
Again, that lasted not even 10 days.
Yep. That was peak decision making.
Dude, Sony can't handle multiplayer games. And then as it is, I don't even know if they can handle single player at this point. They just keep remaking the same shit. And the biggest like IP that they're still pushing out stuff for is God of War.
I firmly believe that God of War is like the only thing that's keeping them afloat right now, because if you can create a good RPG, like a good action RPG, you have an audience, and that's what Sony's. Let's be real here. That's what Sony's good at. They are good at a single player campaign game. They got that.
Are they?
Yeah. Spider-Man was
like
lit.
Apparently not.
They used to be good at it.
Yeah, Spider-Man 1 was good. Spider-Man 2, not so good. The first God of War before Ragnarok was great. I still kind of want to get it. Ragnarok?
Wait, did Ragnarok already come?
Yeah, it's already on PC.
Oh, damn.
I don't know if I'm going to get it. I don't think I am. I still want to get the first one because that one actually was pretty good. But that's it, really. That's all that interests me.
Yeah, I would love them to make another Crash Bandicoot or another Spyro, because I know they
don't have
the
IPs
games.
to that anymore, dude.
I know.
No, they sold it to Xbox.
Yay!
Xbox has it, especially now that they own Activision. They have Spyro now.
Losers. All right. And then you got games like I almost said Warzone, like Warframe, where your game is 10 years old and it still has a cult fan base of people that are just like, you know what? When you do roll out something, it's good.
Warframe has been in the top 50 of Steam charts for over a decade. They have not dropped below that. The fan base is still healthy as ever. They're putting out content after content and everything. It can be earnable without spending a fucking dime.
Spending a dime just means you earn it faster. That's about it.
That's it. And on top of that, they're coming out with a huge expansion this winter. Again. Like, bro, I mean, they just patched, did an update where they added new mission type, new Warframe and weapons, and they're pulling out reworks for Warframes that people have been asking for a long time now. They just listen.
They get it.
They get it.
They get it.
They get it.
We're gonna do the things that our gamers are asking for, because that's what's gonna keep an audience. That's what's gonna keep a fan base if we listen to them. Who'd have thunk it, huh?
Fucking, I don't know, not Sony.
Not Sony for fucking sure.
Hey guys, it's me, DJ, real quick before you go anywhere, I just wanted to remind you guys about NoSkill Entertainment's still ongoing partnership with Dubby. Yes, they are still hanging out with us over a year later. And trust me, they have an array of delicious flavors, such as Dragonade, Dub Sludge, and Galaxy Grenade. And hey, maybe caffeine isn't your thing. They have zero caffeine hydration formulas, such as Water Melanda and Pineberry Splash. And if any of these flavors piqued your interest, please use code NSE for 10% off your total order at checkout. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys later. But then in other gaming news, so Nintendo dropped Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. It is a completely different type of game than I've ever seen a Legend of Zelda game. You play as Zelda. The girl.
not the boy with the sword and green outfit.
Yeah, if Zelda was a girl.
Honestly, I didn't even know it came out. I'm gonna be real. I don't pay attention to Nintendo at all.
Yeah, I randomly just saw Video Game Donkey do a video of it, and I'm like, oh, it looks kind of cool. Too bad I don't have a Switch and not gonna get one. But moving on, speaking of Nintendo, they finally sued Power World.
Yeah. After
a long time in the making.
Yeah, a long time in the making. After
why waste your time now doing that? After I'm sorry, but
they have no money and no defense and nobody to back them.
Yeah, the player base has dropped quite a bit. I think it still has a somewhat healthy one. I think over 1,000. I forget. I haven't looked, but it's still okay. Still there. They have supporters. Just yeah, they chose to attack them now.
Chose to attack them now. I want to say it was over, not likeness, but like certain rights that they have, which I think one of them was involving the PAL ball and the way you use it. They apparently have I don't know if it's a copyright or a patent for how you actively throw a PAL ball or a Pokeball.
Bro, just saying, Nintendo has no room to talk and do this shit, because if that was the case, Square Enix would have had their ass, because Dragon Quest came first, and a lot of the Pokemon designs in first gen look a lot like some Dragon Quest creatures. Pretty fucking close, and Square Enix didn't do shit.
That's just not because Square Enix isn't petty like Nintendo is. Just remember, there's a period of time on YouTube where they were copyright striking everybody for playing Nintendo games and uploading them on YouTube.
I mean, hell, they just recently took down an emulator because reasons. I don't know.
2 emulators.
Yeah, 2 of them. I don't know what kind of thing they threatened them with, because emulators in it themselves are not illegal.
Nope.
It's not like the emulator creators were even encouraging piracy either. They were encouraging people to buy the legal copies to emulate them. Which, I don't know what's up. I don't know what kind of threat they gave them, but it was enough to make them shut it down.
Cease and desist will sue the pants off of you and your children.
And so Nintendo is on a sue spree, and they're, just showing how petty and scumbaggy they are right now.
Oh, yes.
So dumb.
Oh, by the way, I just want to bring this up real quick. So, everybody's take on Star Wars Outlaws, since that apparently went south too.
Oh my god.
A travesty.
Really?
Travesty.
Dude, it's bad.
It's bad.
The animations are shitty. The game is empty as hell. There's so much empty space to be using.
The open world is
dated.
Fucking bland. Dated.
Oh damn! Then there's that one patch. I don't know if you guys heard about it. All game progress was reset after a patch, no exceptions. So no matter where you are, no matter what you achieved, no matter what you unlocked, you started at square one with everybody else.
Oh,
because that's some Ark survival type shit right there. Remember, there was a nice range moment for Mando when they reset the world and he lost some sort of technical velociraptor, and he was like, if they took my dinos away from me.
Oh yeah, Ark, they fucking... I hate that nonsense. Here, work really hard for all this time. All right, we're gonna reset everything because we feel like it. Oh,
I think
Brandon and I went that on 7 Days to Die, where the world reset and we were just too far away from our home base, and we lost everything.
Oh, dude, that's a game we need to play again.
I still have it installed.
I've been wanting to play it, bro. You've been saying we should. I'm down.
That could be either like a recording or a stream of us just surviving the night.
Yeah, I'm down, bro. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. But Star Wars Outlaws, another bad game, and this is where I'm going to shill it a little bit. This is just a prime example of you don't always need to throw all your trust into a AAA or quadruple A studio to make a game. All you're guaranteeing yourself in those quadruple A studios is the game might look super pretty to start.
That brings up another good point. Ubisoft is going under, boys.
Wow, they are a dumpster fire right now.
Yes. So
what's going on with them?
Yes.
Well, I'd say ever since Far Cry 5, they've been going down.
Mm-hmm.
The stock price is below, I think last I checked, $2, maybe $1. It's really bad. Before the stock prices were like 22 a share.
I'm double checking right now. It is up right now.
Well, so goes when you put out dog shit and don't fix anything. Like, Uno is still a broken piece of shit. You haven't made a good Assassin's Creed since Black Flag. The mostly you've done with Assassin's Creed is a couple of them have been alright. Valhalla was alright because of Vikings. And then Syndicate was alright because you could play the game. The way I like to play games, go loud and beat the shit out of shit. Or actually do it stealthily.
Let's hear it.
$3.02.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You could buy a whole stock at Ubisoft for $3.
I got that in quarters right now. Hold up, 1 second.
I mean, at that price, I might buy some Ubisoft stocks just in case they ever pull their head out of there, because they used to be giants.
That's what I was thinking.
It's a gamble. It's a gamble that I would not mind losing.
It's a gamble that we can afford. Yeah, it's not like we're putting $22 a stock in. Like we're fucking $3 a pop, man. I can put a tank of gas into Ubisoft stock just to see.
Yeah, $3 and I can call myself a shareholder legally? Fuck yeah.
I own share in Ubisoft.
As a Ubisoft shareholder.
Oh my god. That'd be a good thing to say for a stream, and you wouldn't even be lying about it. Like, as an Ubisoft shareholder.
As an Ubisoft shareholder, I've made proper investments in Ubisoft. Yes, brother.
I feel confident we're taking it back to the good old days.
We're hiring the right people.
Funny. That is so funny.
The likelihood of Ubisoft getting their head out of their ass very, very, very slim to none.
Bro, okay. One, Skull and Bones was a fucking travesty. Quadruple A, my ass. It was just the worst version of Black Flag. Then we have, what was it? This whole nonsense with the new Assassin's Creed. I don't want to touch up on a lot of it because some of it is political. But just all around, if you saw like the gameplay and how things are look in game and from trailers and all that, it's obvious it needs work. Those frame issues, the animations looked wonky. It just didn't look right.
Bro, the graphics were awful, the gameplay was awful. Like, it's one thing if you have clunky game mechanics to where it can be meme worthy, that's perfectly fine. But when it's game after game after game after game after game after game,
not to mention, even if it is a new Assassin's Creed in a different country, I know what it's gonna be like. I know what the gameplay is gonna be like. We've done this hundreds of times at this point. Assassin's Creed has not changed at all. You know what to expect. The last
Assassin's Creed, it never changes.
It never changes. Even the one they did put out before this one, where like, oh, we're gonna take it back to its roots and be how it was in like AEC1. It wasn't all that great, so now they're trying to hedge it on this game. It doesn't look all that great. They even delayed it to next year.
Well, it's been covered out that Ubisoft, like working with Ubisoft, is just a scummy company because, again, they would partner with YouTubers to to make videos on their game to gain exposure, and then they would turn around and backdoor them and try not to pay them.
Yeah, that too. And apparently there was a thing that went out. I think it was an email or something that they were going to have a in-house investigation on what is happening and why is everything going wrong. When all they need to do is go to like YouTube comments and Twitter, and you'll see what's wrong and what's going wrong over there. People,
in-house investigation.
Yeah, I'll say in-house investigation from the top, from the people that are making the decisions that are fucking everything up. So nothing's gonna change there because they're not gonna investigate themselves.
That's exactly what in-house investigation means. We're going to investigate ourselves and not let anybody else do it. So basically, they're looking at themselves and going, "Hey, what'd you guys do wrong? We don't know. Fair enough. Continue."
Yeah, and it's from the people of the board, so they're not going to fire themselves.
Nope.
So it has someone at the bottom is going to be at fault.
So no progress lost, but no progress gained either.
Yeah.
Dude,
I put something in the NoSkill text if you guys want. Don't interrupt, but
I can't because I'm screen recording.
Okay. Yeah, it's the downfall of Ubisoft from 2001 to 2024, and man, this thing looks like the drop at the end of a coaster.
Damn.
Yeah, I saw this.
Looks like a mountain view.
It looks like a mountain view.
It drops off into the forest.
Like Mount Everest view, because you just got the one big fuck off mountain, and then it's all downhill from there.
Something to look like the mines from fucking Helldivers.
That's insane. That's insane.
And again, that's why I think some of these AAA and quadruple A companies, it's just like, just because you have the money, funding, and backing doesn't mean you're going to put out something quality. It just means you have the funds and the resources to do something. Whether that's something good or bad is on you. But then you have some of these, like these indie developers and like small companies that are making fucking bangers after banger after banger. Like, you brought up the game Liar's Bar. It's such a simplistic concept, but there's so many things you can do with it. Lethal Company, even though the last update was like last month, Seekers added in cars. You can now drive in the fucking game.
Yeah, that's true.
And that is one guy working on that project.
One.
That's not a $400 million production.
One dude who's putting out more quality than your favorite or best AAA developer as a whole. That speaks volumes. And then certain games that I think deserve more praise and even an even bigger audience. Fucking, we've been ripping it on occasion on Speed Freaks. That game is just fun.
That game's nuts.
Wow.
And that's a free game, by the way. So download it and play with us.
It's like scratching that metal itch for me so bad.
Dude, for real. Dude, this almost felt like a fucking therapy session because a lot of the shit that we talked about is like it's stuff that was needed to be said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope, I seriously hope, I doubt it, but I doubt one day that these devs, such as, Ubisoft and PlayStation, are going to finally stop and listen to their gamers and say, hey, okay, so this is what our audience wants. Because you can come back from this, except from that $1,000 console, PlayStation. Who would have thought that? Who approved of that idea?
No, they're not going to come back from the $400 million they lost.
Oh, that hurts to just say the number out loud.
Right? That's a big number. That's a lot.
It don't hurt for me. I'm cheesing, bro. When it comes to the big three, I'm like, they need losses at this point, bro. They need losses. They need to get their heads out of their ass.
Dude, I freak out when I lose $5 in my pocket.
For real.
And you just lost 400 mil and went, meh.
Jack up the price of the new PlayStation. We'll get it back.
The fuck you will.
The fuck.
But that's why if I can have any sort of parting words from me, dude, I trust indie developers more than I trust AAA developers now, and that's the direction that it's going. So look into local games on Steam made by small time people. There's a game that's being made right now that's basically a Def Jam remake.
Oh, yeah, that looked interesting. I'm looking forward to that.
Same, dude. I'm a Def Jam kid.
I don't want to get my hopes up.
I don't want to get my hopes up either.
And if you haven't already, this is a very popular game that was made by an indie dev. Check out like Dave the Diver. That's a really fun game.
Yes, but I think that'll do it for us here at for this Tavern Talk. We're gonna go around the table and get some final words and comments from the boys, starting with you, Green.
You know, I am hopeful that things will get better. They good decisions, like bringing back Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and the other Capcom fighting game collection. What was the one? Wild Assault. It looks like it's going to be shaping up actually a fun game despite the gimmick. It is pretty well rounded, pretty fun. So yeah, no, I want to stay optimistic and hope the gaming industry and entertainment industry is in a rough spot right now. But all we can do is make the best of it, and I'm gonna go cash in my change jar that I keep in my room and buy some Ubisoft stock.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you need to take much out of it.
Nah, it's loose pennies and quarters, but it'll be enough.
It'll be enough.
Loose change and just do some like Canon plastic bottle returnables. And now you, Brandon.
I don't know. I think the AAA industry just needs more like L's. I think some more L's will give them a chance to get humbled, and maybe even take some, I don't know, inspiration from the indie devs that are doing it right. Thank you, Larian. NDE. But yeah,
Larian is just a fucking monster.
Oh yeah.
These guys, seriously, you guys haven't yet. You gotta watch these guys play their honors run, their honor mode run on Baldur's Gate Live. It is some of the most entertaining and hectic shit ever.
I love Larian because they're embracing the chaos that their latest patch brought with the mod manager, and the modders are flooding in.
Like, if you guys didn't watch the last stream, they tried to kill some dude's parents. Well, these two did, or wherever Amanda's going to be. He had no knowledge of it, so he says.
I have no knowledge of what now?
Exactly. Wait, was it some dude's parents or grandparents you guys were trying to kill?
They're trying to kill a main villain. His name was Goratash's parents. And we ended up getting into a brawl with the city guard.
You guys got to stop saying we. I had to come rescue. It's not the
same. What is this we nonsense?
We killed his parents.
There is no we. Me was nowhere near.
We are.
I was actually shopping.
Fuck off. He was.
Mikey initiated combat.
I'm about to initiate another combat.
He's about to kick your ass.
Go get him in the parking lot.
House. I'm gonna go start hiding fish in all events.
But real quick, final words from you, Mando.
I miss the days of Sony, like 22 years ago. A lot. I miss the PS2 days. A lot. They peaked. They peaked all the way back then.
Yeah.
I'm not hopeful for them, given their track record so far. But
slow downward, real slow.
Yeah.
Back. It's
hopefully there's at least a good PlayStation 2 emulator that has some sort of multiplayer or split screen capabilities within a computer. Because I would love to play Gauntlet Dark Legacy with the boys.
I'm sure it's possible. People already found a way to keep the Metal Gear Solid multiplayer alive. You got players on it.
And this will be something I invest some research into, but yeah, things don't look too good all around for Sony. Nintendo, I'll give Nintendo this. What fans they do have are loyal fucking fans. And they're still riding that N64 money. So fuck them. All right?
as Mikey corrected me before, but as we've said, they could literally stop progress on anything for the next 50 years, and they will still be fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. This is how it be.
But
So you,
as for Microsoft seems to know what they're doing in the gaming world, so I'm gonna stick with them.
They've been kind of iffy lately. We'll see if they get better.
Yeah, so the wound is still definitely fresh. Hell, we can probably come back and do a part 2 of this. But until then, ladies and germs, a bit of advice from me: I almost said eat water, drink water, eat your vegetables, and don't buy a PS5 Pro.
But what you
don't
can
buy yourself a maidenless fucking console.
Now, what you can buy is some stock at Ubisoft. Let's go, boys.
Let's
yeah.
Shareholder looks really
as
good
a Ubisoft shareholder.
Peace out, everyone.
So we're gonna end it on a brother.
Brother.